It was the year 2000. My divisional manager summoned me into his cabin and they said, Vishwa, we got a new assignment for you. I was humbled. I was just 1 year into the organization. I said, what can I do for you, sir? He said, look, we have got a call from the vocational training center. They need a lecturer who can talk about cutting tool angles and tool materials. And who's this for, sir? He said, this is for the senior blue-collared associates. I said, look, sir, I think you're mistaken. I have never done this in the past, and I don't know how to do this. He said, that's the exact reason why I want you to do it. And I couldn't go back to him, and I said, okay, I'm going to try this. I went and met the senior trainer in the vocational training center. He told me about a few tips. Then I watched him doing this in one or two instances. Then I got to do it myself. Here I was, the D-Day has arrived. I was standing on the podium with butterflies in my stomach, knees rattling. I was looking into the people's eyes. They were senior people sitting in front of me. They looked to be tired after their shift work, and I had to do this in a 90-minute period. And I went on to my lecture mode. I finished my entire lecture, and each of those associates, while they were about to leave, I took a feedback, and some of them raised their hands and they said, this was the best lecture ever. One of the associate stood up and he said, I had the best sleep of my life. And it was like a punch in my stomach. I felt so hurt, and everybody started crackling and laughing. And another student stood up and said, Vishwa, you gave a lot of knowledge, but it was of no use to us. It was more information. Why don't you come out and look at what we do? We are paid based on the number of parts we produce. And if you can help us with that part, is when we consider this of value. I took his advice seriously. The next day, I met him at the shop floor, understood what they do and what challenges they have in terms of cutting tools and the quality issues that they have and the kind of machines that they are using. Then I had to do a lot of research to find out what solutions would work for them when I got the opportunity. Then I integrated these learnings into my next lecture. I had put the cutting tools hardware in front of them. I asked them deeper questions about what challenges that they face in their workshop and how it can be resolved. And then we co-created some of the solutions and we agreed that this will be tested on the shop floor and they will give a comprehensive feedback on a later date. And this worked out much better. Over a time, I started getting to more about this topic and I could give deeper value to them. And then I realized it's not about knowing, it's about solving a problem for them. This is exactly what public speaking skills are. It's not about delivering a lecture, it's about understanding the pain points and trying to connect with them. Hello and welcome back to eConsulting Business Podcast. I'm Vishwamon, your host, and we are delving into a crucial skill set that is essential for every consultant, the public speaking skills. So grab your notes. We are about to deep dive into this topic. Hey, now that you could understand the reason why you got to have the charm for understanding people's problem and trying to connect with them. Hey, let me complete that story. After a year's time of continuously training several batches of associate, I was felicitated on the Teacher's Day in front of all those associates. And when I was receiving that trophy, I was humbled because I could make a difference to these people's world by making them make more than what they could have done in terms of the income and impact to the organization. I was so humbled and I realized this was kind of a mission that I want to learn and continue to live, and had several more opportunities in the days ahead of my life. Fast tracking several years later, back in year 2016, I just finished my lecture to a group of CIA professionals. One of the person in the audience walked up to me and he said, Hey Vishwa, would you mind coming and delivering a lecture to a group of students? I told him, I'm a paid professional and this comes at a cost. And he said, look, students can't afford your price, but why don't you do it for free? Then I said, okay, we can do it on a weekend. How does that work for you? He said, perfect. And from then on, I was part of ASME, American Society of Mechanical Engineers. I've been doing guest lecturings at NITs and several other colleges across the country. And that's how I built my muscle of public speaking skills further on. So let's explore why public speaking skills matter in the world of consulting. Number one reason is effective communication. Public speaking skills allows you to articulate your ideas clearly and persuasively, a skill that is essential for every consultant. Number two is building trust. Clients are more likely to trust and hire consultants who are confidently presenting their solutions and insights. Third reason is differentiation. Strong public speaking skills sets you apart from competition and enhances your marketability. And so you understood how you got to position yourself. It's about effectively communicating your value proposition to your client, building the trust, showing the differentiation. All this is about public speaking. You don't have to stand on a podium and shout out, but the more you develop that inner confidence of trying to articulate your ideas to the people, you start becoming a better consultant. As you would have now understood that I started with zero experience and it's a learnable skill. So building public speaking skills requires practice and dedication. Here is a 6-step strategy to help you excel in this area. Number 1, seek opportunities. Volunteer for speaking engagements within your organization and gradually expand your reach. Look, most of the times the opportunity doesn't come the way you look at it, but seize every opportunity that you get and make it your second nature. Second, learn from the experts. Study the techniques from the renowned public speakers and adapt them into your style. So you have to look at few essential skills that are needed and try to hone on it. As you go on, you will start getting this much better. Third is join Toastmasters Club. Consider joining a Toastmasters Club to receive valuable feedback and practice it regularly. I see my fellow friends and their children going to these clubs and learning and taking a candid feedback. Fourth, record yourself. Record your presentation speeches to identify areas for improvement. The moment you record, you understand your tonality, where you go high and low, where you got to moderate. Over a time, you will get better at it. And fifth is expand your vocabulary. Enhance your learning skills to express your ideas more eloquently. You got to read books, you got to listen to quality podcasts, and that's how you can build your vocabulary further. Sixth is manage nervousness. Understand public speaking skills is one of the most dreaded skills in this world, and people are afraid of it, but it's a learnable skill. Learn the technique to manage the stage fright and anxiety. It comes over time, but you got to lean into the fear and go for it, and over time you will master it. There you have it, folks, a comprehensive guide to building your effective public speaking skills on your way to consulting. I understand it's not about so much in theory, but it's about practice. Remember, these skills can be a game changer in your career, helping you to stand out as a consultant who not only solves the problem, but also communicates effectively. If you're eager to take your public speaking skills to next level, don't miss out our upcoming Extrapreneur Consulting Masterclass. It's a perfect opportunity for you to seize to become confident and influential speaker in the world of consulting. Thank you for joining me. I am Vishwamon, your guide to e-consulting world, signing off. So until next time, keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep pursuing your path to financial freedom.